And we are back with Lisa Waters Lane in the studio. She comes each week with some inspiration, just 10 minutes of nothing but her garden rant.
I never rant. I'm not a rant. Well,
you can go off every once in a while, but usually not on gardening.
Not on gardening.
It's on business or some other, why are they doing that way? Anyway, so that's where we run at a high level. So we know what high level is. I can't brag about ourselves. We're always better quality, better, but we're noted for being really good at what we do. And so when you go to a place and they say they're that and they aren't, you kind of go, doggone it, they let me down. So doggone it. Anyway. I ranted.
Say I went off a rant a couple days ago.
Ken
hasn't forgotten it yet.
Yeah, don't call him out.
Not going to.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you haven't forgotten.
No. Gardening.
Yeah.
So what can folks learn, be inspired, do in the gardens that they can only come from you?
Only from me. Well, I wanted to let you guys know we are getting some more. So a lot of people have been asking, where's the cactus? Where's the agave? When are you guys getting those? And we always say, well, I like to come when it's a little warmer.
It's true.
So we have them. So all you people who've been wanting the cactus and the agaves and that kind of stuff.
The hardy varieties, not some cheesy Phoenix thing that's going to live for the summer and then die this winter. But these are hardy varieties for the mountains of Arizona. They're going to thrive for decades to come.
Decades.
I love it. I like it.
So the first ones I thought I would talk about. So most of the time, people don't think about growing the barrel cactus here.
Okay.
But there are 3 that would actually probably do pretty well up here. They might need a little, like we have a red fishhook cactus. So I've got some of those coming in. So we grow it in a container, but we bring it up a little closer to the house in the wintertime, give it a little protection.
Yeah.
And it does really well.
It's been years and years and years. It's a classic saucer bowl container. It's scream style and selection.
And it's actually blooming.
It is, yeah.
It's blooming
kind of fun.
Now. It looks really pretty.
Yeah.
And then the golden barrel cactus, which a lot of people don't think can't winter over. We have a neighbor, couple streets down. He put barrel cactus in. I said, no way. Not going to live. No way. Not going to do it. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Now he's got it in a hot, sunny spot.
Right.
He's got rock around it. So he's doing a little extra to give it that heat that it loves. But I would say you could do it.
Bright sun, reflective heat in a courtyard. That's where you have it. So for us, we just insurance. Right. Our barrel cactus is stunning. It's big. It's beautiful. It's expensive. I don't want to lose it. It's exotic. So I just bring it underneath the overhang at the front door. That's where it hangs out all winter. And in April, I take it back out and it hangs out outside. Yeah. I don't have it on the irrigation. We just leave it there when we remember we water it. So cactus don't need to be on the irrigation system. You don't need to put some of these things on. Just throw it out there and think about watering it a couple of times a month. Not a week, a month. It's more than enough.
So one of the other barrels I'm bringing in is called a long spine barrel. Oh. So it looked really cool. So I think it's definitely one to try.
Okay.
It's as hardy as the red fish hook that we have and the golden barrel.
Okay.
So I think it'd be a really nice one to try.
Yeah. I mean, you folks on the east side, the Jeromes, the Sedonas, you've got reflective heat, a courtyard where you built a wall. Mm-hmm. And you've got heat coming in. Those are the places, those are the microclimates where that sun warms it up really quick and it just keeps it toasty hot. Mm-hmm. That's where they're going to come back. And it's the winter that will take them out, or you simply overwatered them and they just exploded or rotted with water.
Yeah. So we are getting some claret cup or the hedgehog.
Fun.
So that is definitely one. I mean, those are just native here. You find them everywhere up on the mountains, and whenever I go hiking, I'm always running into them. They've been blooming. They actually look gorgeous right now. So definitely a great one for those yards.
That's one too. You should warn people. So you can go to jail for harvesting cactus out in the wild. I mean, if you're doing it, don't get caught because they can get heavily fines. It's a no-no. So we even have to have them. If you harvest them from a ranch, you have to have them specially tagged. You can do it, but there's special hoops you have to jump through with the Department of Agriculture and that kind of stuff. So just be careful. I know some of you go and harvest those clear cup. Just don't have anyone see you do that. So anyway,
just don't do it.
Or don't come get them. You can buy them for $50 and have your own. Don't have to worry about it.
That's right. So we're getting some different prickly pears. We already have the Santa Rita, which is the small, has a smaller ear paddle to it, kind of a purple color. So we have the Santa Rita and the Baby Rita. So we have both of those already in stock. We're also getting the Engelmans, which is the true native for here.
That's a true prickly pear.
Right.
Harvest the fruits, make jams and jellies.
There you go. Used to do that as a kid. A lot of fun. We're also getting the blind prickly pear. Now, ask me
does it have glasses? Does it have a white cane?
I'm like, why do they call it blind? I don't know. Just what they call it. So, again,
sounds like an insult to.
I know. And also one called the chenille.
I don't know that one. Interesting.
Should all be nice and hardy for here and do quite well.
That's exciting.
So I always say it wrong.
What?
The botanical for prickly pear.
Apuntia? Apuntia.
Okay.
Yeah. Or opuntia. Or apuntia. It's opuntia.
I always call it opportunia or something like that. So.
Just call it prickly pear. I mean, come on. Just make it easy.
Definitely. So some of the agaves we're getting in. Agaves are another one that there are so many varieties. Yeah. And let me tell you, not all of them are winter harvest.
That's true. Yeah, very much.
Very much so. So we're getting Queen Victoria. We are also getting the shark skin. It's actually really cool because it has like that pattern on it. We're getting shark tooth.
I don't know that one, but it's got to be the same thing. Come on.
It's about the same thing.
Yeah.
We're getting one called White Ice, which is really pretty because it has the, I don't know what we call it, spine, leaf, whatever. Has a white outline on it.
It's variegated. That's kind of neat.
So that's really cool. And then we're getting one called Dragon Toes. This one I can't remember. We brought a couple in that we knew were going to be more indoor varieties, but you definitely enjoy them outside right now. Yeah. Put them in a container and then bring them in the wintertime and just treat them like a house plant.
Sure. Yeah, that's great. We do that with a lot of things. So why not an agave? Mm-hmm. So a lot of folks want to grow the blue agave, which is the great big one you see down in Phoenix. Mm-hmm. It don't winter up here. Trust me. I've tried a couple times. Of course, that's me. You can try it yourself, but you're not going to buy it from me and then have it die on my watch. Just kind of, I'm trying to sell things that I know will grow here, that we've proven ourselves and tried it. So another name for agave is century plant, because that entire family of plants puts on this huge flower stalk. It grows taller than you and I, just this beautiful flower, great pollinator. About every century is the myth. Not really every few years. It just depends. But I guess if left by themselves, once every century it'll bloom. Thus, century plant or century agave.
It just feels like a century.
Yeah, maybe just feels like a century. Basically, that's why. Garden trivia, plant trivia. There we go.
So I was talking to a customer. They had one that's putting off its big stalk.
Yeah.
They start and they grow like feet a day.
Yeah, you can watch them.
Anyways, they were watching it. Came out one morning, it was gone.
Oh, what happened?
They think a pack rat.
Really?
I mean, it was just like, you could see where it'd been cut.
Well, pack rats can do that. Yeah. Porcupines possibly can. I've never heard of them eating agave, but they do things like that. Yeah. Oh, javelina? No, they don't do that. Oh.
Yeah.
Really, I'm telling you, all rats should die. Underground rats called pack rats, above ground rats, which are called rats, pack rats, they should all be gone. So that's all we got for this segment. So thank you, Lisa, for the hardy agaves and hardy cacti are here and ready to plant at Waters Garden Center. Be right back after this. Ken and Lisa Lain, the Mountain Gardeners.